In this video, we'll see how to create 360-degree images, a complete virtual tour by connecting multiple images, and how to reduce the entire rendering times by 80%. Let's get started. The first step to create images that can be correctly viewed at 360 degrees is to use a 2:1 format, known as Equirectangular. For convenience, in this example, we'll use a resolution of 2000 by 1000 pixels. When setting up a camera to produce a 360 degrees images, there are a few simple rules to follow. For example, setting projection and VR to spherical 360 degrees. Before making this change, it is important to verify that the camera has no vertical or horizontal distortion. Everything must be perfectly neutral. The camera must look straight ahead. And if your camera has some tilt correction, reset everything and set camera and target at the same height. Once these conditions are met, we change the projection and VR setting from perspective to spherical 360 degrees. And also ensure we have a 2:1 format, and then start rendering. Rendering a 360 degrees camera produces a different looking render than usual, with the typical appearance of an equirectangular image, which is essential for correct 360 degree visualization. Note that the actual area of visual interest usually occupies a relatively small portion of the entire image, since much of it is taken up by floor and ceiling. For this reason, these images are usually rendered at very high resolutions, such as 8000 by 4000 pixels. In this case, however, we work at 2000 by 1000 because we later use other functions that allows us to increase image definition while significantly reducing rendering times. Once rendering is complete, click the Collaboration button and upload the image to Chaos Cloud. Within the platform, create a new project and upload the render. Assign it a name to identify the area. Repeat the same process, creating new cameras and uploading every render into the cloud. Once all images have been uploaded, click Open in Cloud. Now we are inside the Chaos Cloud tool. You'll notice that the images already display the 360-degree icon, meaning the system automatically recognizes them as panoramic images. By clicking on a single image, you can view it and rotate it correctly according to this format. Now, to create a real virtual tour, an additional step is required. Click Create Virtual Tour. Enter the project and add your images. To connect them, go to Edit, Hotspot, and click on Auto Generate option. Leave all parameters as their default values, then click Save. Return to the main virtual tour view and click Start Virtual Tour to verify that the hotspots work correctly and allow navigation between different viewpoints. By clicking Edit again, you'll find other useful options such as Highlight, which allows you to add notes to emphasize specific elements of the project. Different icons are available to annotate information, products, images, or anything else needed. You can also use the comments function to add comments to elements in the scene, such as modification requests. These comments are both useful personally and for collaboration with colleagues working on the project. Tasks can be discussed and resolved directly on the platform. When a task is resolved, click the green icon to close it. In case you want to add a new image to the tour, simply create a new render, upload it to Chaos Cloud, and then add it to the virtual tour. Afterwards, regenerate all hotspots by going to Edit, Hotspot and Auto-Generate, thus integrating the new image into the tour. You can also would update a view because of some change you did. Here, for example, now you have a different plant in the balcony. So just render the view again and click Collaboration. By selecting the view you want to replace, you'll see that the appearance of the button will change in Upload New Version. Once uploaded, this image will be categorized as a new version. You may recall that initial images were rendered at low resolution. The pixelation is actually still clearly visible. To improve quality, let's use the Upscaler function. Remember, upscaling must be processed after the hotspots have been placed and not before, or the hotspots auto-generation won't be available. Within the virtual tour, select each image, go to Edit, Upscaler, and choose the ×4 option, increasing the resolution up to 8000 by 4000 pixels. You can apply the upscale to all images in the tour even simultaneously. During the process, the upscaling label will appear and disappear once computation is complete. This is a really game changer, because one of the worst aspects of virtual tours was rendering huge images, but now we can do it very quickly with Upscaler. At the end, the images will be much sharper, perfect for viewing on both desktop and mobile devices. Remember that this AI-based system is currently not credit-based and requires no additional payments for now. It is included in the Chaos ecosystem and is also available for education licenses, which you can easily get by enrolling my course. After upscaling in some renders, the sky may appear as a black mask. To fix this, go to Edit for the specific image, then open Settings, enable Pre-Multiplied Alpha, and save. After a few seconds of processing, the image will be available with the sky correctly visible. You can also adjust the starting orientation of each individual camera in the tour. In Edit, Settings, Orientation, you can choose Automatic Orientation, or set a custom one by selecting Custom, positioning the view as desired, clicking Set Current, and then Save. From that moment on, whenever the tour is launched, the camera will always start from the orientation you defined. The tour is now complete. It is ready to be shared with navigation points, notes and comments in place. Enter the client's email address, and if they don't have a Chaos account, set access to anyone can view. This will generate a public link accessible by anyone and viewable on both desktop and mobile devices. Remember that users that want to interact with and reply to comments will need a Chaos account, even a free one. For this class, I used a scene you can download from my website and experiment with. Since you'll be there, have a look to my official Corona course. All the links are in the description. Ciao!